Hey everybody, today we're gonna learn the fifth endeavor. Let's get started. Hey, it's me, Henrrey. In the previous videos, we did share about the first 4 endeavors, and if you still remember what are those, please comment below. Let me see how far you can remember. And if you are the first time here, you may always watch back the videos right after this video, because today in this video, I have very important information. So you gotta make sure you watch until the end of this video. Today, the fifth endeavor. What is it? The fifth endeavor is do good deeds and serve others. We must have a kind heart to treat people. Say kind words with honesty, sincerity, humility. Doing good to people is beneficial. Today in this video, I'm gonna share with you the level of the beneficial and what are the good deeds. So we have 2 types of the good deeds. The small good deeds, which is solving the surface problem, and the big good deeds, which is solving into deep. So we're doing something good to people into deep. During the young age of Mr. Kazuo Inamori, right before he was teaching the 12 management principles, he always advised people to do good deeds to others, to serve others, to treat people kindly, to help people, because he believed in the law of cause and effect. If you treat people nicely, the karma will come back to you. But of course, you're not going to treat people and remember, I treat people in this way, nice way, I need to write it down. Do good things, treat people nicely without remembering. Because when the effect, when the karma come back to you, the benefits is not only to you, it will bring the benefits to your family members, friends, relatives. It is to overall people. So he always encouraged people, do good deeds and serve people with your kind heart. And according to him, one of his favorite books by Mr. Masahiro Yasuoka is talk about the fate. The law of cause and effect, or we call it as karma, is really exists in this world, in this universe. No matter you believe it or not, it is still exists in this world. It is not invented by human, it's we human will discover it. Now up to this point, suddenly I remember there was a master shared about karma, or the law of cause and effect. How to explain this? Now, a fist, your fist, and 10 pounds of the power of impact, and you hit punch on the wall, it will return you the 10 pounds of the power of impact to your fist. And up to a certain level, you will feel the pain. If you punch as hard as possible to the wall, you will feel the pain, or sometimes it may hurt your hand. The impact. The more you punch on it, the more you will get back. And this book has given a huge impact to Mr. Kazuo Inamori, and he's learned a lot from this book. And since he was very young, he already practiced to help people, treat people nicely with your kind heart, because he believed in the law of cause and effect, the karma. You treat people nicely, and when the karma come back to you, you're not the only one to enjoy this, but the karma at the same time will go to your family. Purely treat people with your kind heart, and he believed your career, your life will be getting better and better. And according to Mr. Inamori, he said there's a Japanese saying which is sympathy for people, and at the same time do good deeds and serve people in a nice way. Be kind to people, and sure enough, you will have a good return. And up to this point, some people may say, not really. Sometimes we help people, in the end, we get into the trouble. For example, my friend, he is asking for help, begging for money, and he wants me to become his guarantor for his loan. And after he got the money, he ran away. In the end, I'm in a big trouble. So I thought helping people, I will have a good return. But according to Mr. Inamori, in this case, he said, I don't really think so. If we help people based on the feeling, based on the emotion, and we show our generosity, here's the problem. So he always say, if you want to make any decision, we need to base on the business judgment criteria. So for this criteria, we have 2 types of the good deeds. If you want to help people, We have small good deeds and the big good deeds. So how to explain this? If your friend comes to you and asks for money, begging for help, and you show your mercy to help people, and you sign the document, become the guarantor. And so from this case, we can see it is a good deed. You are helping people, but this kind of help is the surface level. If you don't really investigate if this problem is from his failure of planning or his bad attitude, he loves to gamble. It is a gamble and he is irresponsible. If you look at this way, we are not actually helping this person. In fact, it's going to be worse in this case. And not only that, we are getting into trouble as well. We are part of it, and we are tired, exhausted by helping people. And Mr. Inamori, he say, no matter how cute is the baby, no matter how cute is the kid, he or she needs to go through all the ups and downs in order to become a fine person, a successful person. Look at the loan case. If your friend begging for help, want to borrow money or want you to become his or her loan guarantor, you need to investigate very detailed. If in the end you find out this is attitude problem, gambling, and it is lazy, just wait for the money to fall from the sky, you should decline. You should firmly to say no to this person and encourage this person to take a full responsibility, to face a problem and have the courage to overcome it and to change it. So in the end, if we want to help people, we gotta look at, are we helping people on the surface level or in the deep? Help people solve the root cause, the problem. Treat people nicely, help people sincerely. Sure enough, you will have a good return. Now, when we're talking about borrowing the money, Mr. Kazuo Inamori shared with us a story. There was a person helped his father, a big help. So they always remember this. And during Kyocera company was making the profit, making the money. And this person, his son, came to Mr. Kazuo Inamori and asked for money, saying that he was in a deep problem, deep trouble, need money. He wanted to borrow some money from Mr. Inamori. So that moment, Mr. Inamori recalled that his father has helped his family. So in this case, Mr. Inamori agreed to help and borrow the money, and without asking to sign any document, and didn't ask, when are you going to return the money to me? Well, it looks like borrowing the money, but in fact is giving the money from Mr. Inamori. That moment, Mr. Inamori didn't expect this guy is going to return the money. He knew that the money would never come back. But really, after that, a few years later, and there is no response at all from this guy. So initially, Mr. Inamori didn't expect this guy would return the money, so there was no problem. There was not feeling uncomfortable at all. But after that incident, there were few people as well came to Mr. Inamori, wanted to borrow the money. Well, the thing is that you gotta return the money. Then only Mr. Inamori will borrow you the money. It is the responsibility to return the money. No, remember that when you are in the big trouble, someone is helping you. And when you got the money, it's your responsibility to return the money. And you gotta come in when to return the money. So the situation where helping people, in the end you get into the trouble, has never happened to Mr. Inamori at all up until today. And another story again about borrowing the money. And this story is from one of Mr. Inamori's staff. The staff father get into the trouble, need money. So both of them visited Mr. Inamori in the middle of the night, begging for help, need money, wanted to borrow money to overcome the problem, the crisis. So after the conversation, Mr. Inamori found out that it is a problem from the father, the attitude. So Mr. Inamori firmly to decline the help And he said, I'm very sorry, uncle. I may not know how worse is the situation, but I have to say no, I can't help you. And you have to take a full responsibility, and you need to have the courage to wake up, to stand up, and to face it, to change it. Take it as a lesson, and you need to own the responsibility. And right after today, the staff, it is performing well. It is in the management level, and he is handling the overseas project. And his father, since the day Mr. Inamori declined him, and he woke up, he stood up, he changed himself, and today it is kind of successful as well. And the father told people he should have thanked to Mr. Inamori for the day didn't help him and advised him to wake up, to have the courage to face the problem. And Mr. Inamori talked about this matter. He said he was like kind of cruel to this father, but he said he didn't regret to decline the help to borrow the money to this father, but he helped this father in another way around to encourage him. So up until today, this father got the result. So the moral of the story, helping people, we have two types of the good deeds, small and a big one. And most importantly is treat people nicely, be kind to people. Always say kind words to people with your honesty, sincerity, and humility. Do good deeds and serve others. Do good things to people without remembering, and the good things, they will come back to you. Sure enough, you will have a good return. So that was the sharing for the fifth endeavor, which is do good deeds and serve others. And in the next video, we're going to continue to learn the sixth endeavor, which is do not dwell on the past. If you learned something and find value from this video, you gotta smash the subscribe button and turn on all the notifications so that you're not gonna miss out any video such as this from this channel. And most importantly is leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. I would love to read your comment and reply to your comment. And I hope to see you in the next video.